Baiju isn't in his shop.
Oh, you're looking for Dr. Baiju. He's resting today, but he said to send any patients to the back room.
Ah, okay. Thanks. We'll head on through.
Please, show me. Please, show me your prescription.
Traveler, Paimon, welcome.
It's the Traveler. He looks absolutely beat these days. He has these huge darks, and he keeps spacing out. You have to call his name several times before he snaps out of it.
Very peculiar. In all the time we've been acquainted, this is the...
Okay, Paimon does not like that expression, Baiju. It's not serious, is it?
Complexion is good, eyes are clear, breathing is steady, pulse is... Physically, you appear to be in good condition, traveler. Hence my concern. A clean bill of health is usually a... Physical illnesses come with detectable symptoms that can be used to diagnose, medicate, and cure the condition. But...
Huh? What do you mean, non-physical nature?
Curses, dark magic, it's hard to say. Why don't you rest here for a bit? Whatever it is we're dealing with, clues to your condition are sure... In the meantime, Changsheng and I will review the relevant literature for afflictions that...
Oh, must be a rare condition if not even Baiju and Changsheng have... Well, all we can do is take their advice. You just get some rest. Paimon will be right here by your side. Traveler! Traveler! Rise and shine! Time! For once, you're making Paimon look like a cut! What? Did you scratch yourself in your sleep? Nope, nothing there. Okay, don't panic. Paimon heard that dreams tell us what we need, but... What? So, in this dream, you were... Oh. Okay, well, that's a new one. But then again, you woke up right where you went to bed. Then, it's decided. Paimon will stay up and watch over you tonight. Or, oh.
Something is missing?
Did you just say something?
The flesh remains whole, but the soul is incomplete. Left up.
Ah! What the? Wait! Paimon remembers you? Right! What are you doing here? The last time we saw you was at the Primordial Sea in Fontaine, where Child's been looking everywhere for you, by the way. What brings you to Wanmin Restaurant of all places?
Tell me, what is it that you saw? Tight-lipped, huh? I suppose that's fair. You! I'll take a glass of wine.
Hmm? Oh, of course. We make this one in-house.
Chef Mao, I'll take a grilled tigerfish over here.
Coming right up. Ah, if I knew we'd be...
At the end of the day, what happens to you is of little consequence to me. I'm not... If you want my help, now's the time to speak up. I was investigating an abyssal disturbance in the area, and part of your soul is damaged, and the wound bears traces of a...
Neither of those things sound good. Well, should we trust her? She mentioned an abyssal disturbance. Maybe that has something to do with what's going on with you. Yeah, and that thing she said about your soul being damaged is scaring Paimon. Skirk's an interesting one, that's for sure. But from what Child's...
1, 2, 7, 10. That'll do. Well, have you made up your mind?
So, that's all we know, Miss Skirk.
So, you can disperse the fog. I understand. Come find me in the Guili Plains when you're done here. Oh, and
Okay. Huh? She disappeared.
Wait, hold on. You over...
Oh, no. This includes the drink, so it should be the right amount.
I didn't think you two ordered a drink.
We didn't. It was that lady who came and sat with us, remember? You brought it out to her yourself.
You sure? I could have...
What?
What'd you put in their dish, Chef Mao? Some kind of hallucinogenic...
Seeing things? Wait, so neither of you noticed her? Young lady?
Oh, now you mention it, that vaguely rings a bell. Coming!
Okay, what was going on there? It's like they didn't remember Skirk. Even Paimon was half convinced we hallucinated the whole thing. But that Mora she Oh, this whole situation is giving Paimon the creeps. But anyway, she told us to head...
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come across Lior tend to stay a while.
Whoa, what are all these Huh, looks like they're collecting something. Let's go check it.
I will have order!
Let's ride!
Fallen leaves, adorn my... laid bare!
So, this is what the... Yeah... What?
From the moment they are born, all beings with great power have an impact on this world. Even if their body is sundered and their soul extinguished, their influence from gods are the most common example of that. The remnants of gods who fell thousands of years ago remain bare together, These remnants form what you call god remains. And it appears that some of those sealed here were dug up and removed. What are you doing?
Nothing. Just wanted to make sure you were... She's definitely not a ghost traveler. Paimon poked her, and she's...
Your life hangs in the balance, and that's what you're fixated on? It was just a trick to avoid being perceived. Unlike you, I have no desire to establish a connection with the world. The weak and the... Now, can we please get back on track?
Okay. Where were we? Right. The god remains. So, basically, there's now, in our experience, god remains are 100%
Maybe it's a good thing by human standards, but power doesn't come from nothing. The remains aren't just gone. They were taken. Very clever, traveler. You aren't the only one who had something taken from you. There are victims like you everywhere. Something similar happened in Sumeru. Within the span of one night, countless consecrated beasts. Of course, god remains are just one of the targets. The culprit is chipping away at sources of power.
Wait, you mean... the
42 of them have died out in the past few months alone. In Conria, people believed that powerful individuals have corresponding Stella Fortuna. Yet now, stars are disappearing from the skies entirely. And it's not hard to deduce what something has been leeching power from this world, like a parasite steals nutrients from a host. This time, it only took a fragment of your soul. But next time, no one knows. All I know for certain is this. Considering how much power this entity has stolen, it must be a god-level being by now at least. But that's not the...
so...
We're going to help each other. You are my ticket to uncovering...
Well, great! You seem super strong.
Don't get all mushy on me. All I'm doing is helping you get back to normal after a sudden crisis. And I should warn you, getting mixed up with me can have unforeseen consequences. We're on very different journeys. You don't want to be in... You help me uncover the truth behind this entity, and I'll help you recover what you lost. This is a transaction. You would do well to remember that.
Yeesh! You'd think she'd be a little friendlier since she's agreed to help us. Well, whatever. If that's how it's gonna be, then she doesn't deserve our friendship. Ah! Paimon's got it. Frosty the Lavender... Anyway, the important thing is that we get that piece of your soul back. So... Whoa! This place is...
This is where I live. I suppose it's the closest thing I have to a... It is. I brought you here because time flows differently in this place. I don't know how much Ajax has told you, but when he fell into this space, I mentored him for 3 months.
Ajax? Oh, right! So, a month here is equivalent to 1 day in the outside world? That should mean we're...
Yes, well, I didn't bring you here just to show you around. In the outside world, now, we just need to figure out how to investigate that place you saw. Both your description and the abyssal disturbance I felt point to that space having some connection to the abyss. It could... The thief who stole that fragment of your soul is hiding there. But the abyss is a chaotic and turbulent place. Abyssal power can grant a special form of sight. Okay, do you plan to learn? That tracks. All the information you have suggests the abyss is something sinister.
And you're saying that's not true?
Depends on your perspective. Floods and hurricanes take countless lives too. But if one day you gain the power... I'll respect your opinion though. Just means we have to turn to the second... A little abyss crystal that contains my power. Wear it on your head and...
Dream mirroring?
It means experiencing whatever the other person is dreaming. Since you haven't studied the art of using abyssal power, and have no plans to jump it with dream mirroring, every time you slip into a deep sleep, I'll see with my own eyes whatever scene plays out in your mind.
Huh. You make it sound so simple.
Tough to say. This is an unprecedented situation for both of us. Even assuming to play it safe, I need to give you some special training first.
Wait, you're gonna teach him some of your martial arts? Does that mean the next time we see Child, we have...
Do as you want. You're already a pretty good fighter. All I'm planning to do is build on your current... But that's enough talk. If you're ready to do this, then come with me. Time might be more lenient.
Oh, she moves fast. Paimon can... So, special training, huh? Kind of a rare... Last time something like this happened was probably... Anti-Raiden Shogun... Skirk seems pretty strong too, though. Remember how she said that the all-devouring narwhal was...
Ready?
Bring it on!
Your training will be split into 3 stages. Testing your blade work. We'll start with blade work. You're no rookie in this area. During your long journey, you've no doubt sparred with a lot of talented sword fighters.
You bet! There's Kaya, Master Jean, Kuching... Oh, you sparred with a bunch of them too, right? Nice to know it's all gonna...
Don't get too smug. In sword fighting, techniques alone are not enough. You need to use the human body as an analogy. Your style is your skeleton. The foundation, the framework. Improving your sword fighting is like growing that body. If your frame got bigger and taller, you need to do some introspection. Take a good, hard look at your past experiences and figure out which part. Only then will you get the full utility out of all your thoughts and observations along the way. Only then.
Wait, is that it? Paimon thought you were gonna teach him some cool new moves. Like,
One day, you'll reach a new level of power where you realize that even that's as basic a trick as any other. But there are no shortcuts in the pursuit of power. Failure is that's all I have to say. Time to make a start. Now focus. Destroy the crystal columns as swiftly as you can.
Oh, this is making Paimon's head spin. Hang in there, traveler!
Stay calm. Use your head. You have to keep it together.
will be frozen in time.
Cut to the chase.
Consider a moment of true mastery that you've witnessed in another person, and ask yourself, what lies beneath this? Now take that and practice it right away with speed, skill, and strength. Over and...
Step on up. Dance with the waves.
If you start to tire, empty your mind, but do not stop. Stay in that frame of mind as you keep up the fight. Get rid of all redundant movements. Imagine your sword is an extension of your own body. Wield it.
'Twas on a deserted, moonlit night that the hero approached the vile dragon's limpid lair. Rain Cutter! Feathers fleeting wet, the white heron treads water, a sight without flaw. Master of Inazuma Kamisato art Tachijutsu.
Looks like you've made some real progress.
Awesome! Paimon knew you could do.
How do you feel? As you should be. Time flies when you're training hard.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Paimon's had a whole bunch of naps.
Go get some sleep. I'll be doing the same very soon. Let's hope you see that
Skirk, why are you skipping classes again? We've talked about—
'Cause he's a crabby old man, and—
Excuse me! You shouldn't talk about your teacher like—
All right, let's not get into a big fight about this. Skirk's learned what she needs. There's no— But I'd still love to hear about what you got up to yesterday.
I went diving, and I saw this huge fish. I never knew they could get that big. Oh, and today, I'm gonna go to that prairie up north. There's supposed to be this giant—
Then I suppose your old dad should get one as a pet too. Otherwise—
When it's time to eat, I'll come back on my own, Zilly.
Wait! Put on a coat at least, you'll catch a cold! I'm talking to you! You spoil that child, you know. Ever since that merchant ship
Let the kid do what makes her happy. Besides, we both know you're all bark and no bite. Come on.
The stars shimmer high above, mountains as far as the eye can see, an endless snowy... I can't be the only one asking these questions. The universe is fascinating. I'm sick of being a kid. There's so many... But for now, I'm starving. Better get back.
Don't let a single one of them get away!
No, please, spare the children! Stay back!
They're coming!
Run!
Help!
Eliminate the threat.
Take them down!
Don't be scared. Help!
This way!
We'll never make it! Fire. There's fire everywhere. What happened?
I told you we shouldn't have trusted these outsiders!
Why are you doing this? What did we do? We welcomed you with our finest food and drink. Showed you the best our home has.
Run! Save yourselves!
Captain, Zone 3 is clear and we have Zone...
Begin extermination. Remember the orders from upper command.
Rest assured, sir. We have enough munitions to annihilate these savages and...
Good. The only ones who put up a real fight are that man and his wife, correct? What's their step?
We shot the man in the ankles and the wife broke her wrist attempting to fight back. They won't be doing much more fighting. To prevent them from making some kind of last stand, we're planning to clear out the other zones for...
Well. Turns out some of these beasts do know how to use their claws. Let them cling to what's left of their lives for a little longer.
Dad? Mom?
Skirk, you're all right?
I'm so happy to see you, sweet girl. But you need to...
What happened? You're bleeding a lot.
This is the place. Alert all...
Run, Skirk! Run as far... Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare... My clever girl, so curious. You're...
Whenever you miss us, remember, life is a gift.
Break down the door! You! Stop singing! Shut it!
Oh, you're awake? I found a few clues while you were asleep, but it's only a start. This time, the focus is elemental energy. Come find me.
Man, staying in the abyss feels so... No day and no night. It's like time hardly exists. Well, except for the fact that Paimon still gets hungry like clockwork.
The way I see it, the pursuit of power is divided in the first is mastering the use of standard weapons. Next is learning how to harness the natural energy of Teyvat is, of course, elemental energy, abyssal power, yes. Also known, my master, Sertologi, is a true expert in that area. After all, he was one of the group of 5 that The elemental energy of Teyvat, on the other hand, is derived from the power of the Light Realm. These 2 forms of energy exist. A keen observation, traveler. Call it respecting local norms. The Abyss stands in direct conflict with It's a technique I learned from some Conrian ruins, known as the 7 Shifting Serpent. So I've heard. You seem to have a knack for But is purification really what's going on? Just thinking out loud. Let's focus on your elemental training. True growth comes from adversity, but only if you make the choice. So, it's time to push yourself to the limit, and then keep pushing. Use the power of Animo to clear the field as fast as you can.
Windblade! Disappear! Windblade!
Observe your surroundings. Look for things you can use to tilt the scales of success in your favor.
Windblade!
Use the power of Hydro to destroy the spikes.
Water jet! Go! Go! Water jet! Go! Go! Water jet! Go! Water jet! Go!
Faster! Don't give them a chance to strike you. You need to be quicker than you were in your dream. You can't afford another injury like that.
Go! 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 Water jet! Go! 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 Go!
You need to understand what makes you special. The ability to wield elemental energy without a vision. It means your aspirations need no approval from, so be bold. Do not be afraid to chart your own path. Very good. It seems you've reached a deeper level, long enough for you to lose yourself in your training. Which is a good sign. Relentless practice, get some rest. When you wake up, we'll proceed.
What is the secret to power? Longing. Hate. The fear of losing those you love. Fear is the source of evolution. It forces humanity to adapt to that fear is now part of you. Any minute spent missing home is a minute wasted.
But, Master, I can barely lift this sword anymore.
So it has not broken yet. Then pick up your sword and keep practicing until it breaks. After all. Good Skirk. Once again.
Cold and pain.
These are signs that you are adapting. Each time the flesh is torn and the spirit crushed, I now understand why these people sought to destroy your homeland. But you still have much to learn in your pursuit of strength. Your mind, you must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Get up, Skirk. Wipe the blood off your face.
Hopefully you got some good rest. Skirk said to tell you that she's ready to start the final stage of your training. So, wanna head over now?
From your training so far, you have gained that's only part of it. Experience is the real teacher. Now, it's time to focus on how you react under pressure. You must be able to think rationally, even— Ready? Not bad. Just like your sister. That
Hey, no fair! That's—
You think every opponent has the same moral code as you? You can denounce their deplorable methods all you— Strong emotions will always arise in combat. How amusing. Almost sounds like, but you don't. You can. Let's begin. Try to use reason over emotion. This is your final training session. Look alive. Same drill as before, but this time I'm going to interfere. Hold your focus.
Water jet! Go! Water jet! Water jet! Water jet! Water jet! Go! Go! Water jet!
Not bad. Better than I expected. You're getting the hang of it. The first step to controlling your emotions is controlling your...
Your mind is rife with distractions. From now on, you must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Crush the self that makes you weak, and become master.
Stop. Let's pause here. One look, that's to be expected. There's a limit to how long a human being can concentrate on one thing. Staying calm and focused sounds simple and... Get some rest. No point training further if you're already dead on your feet. Like I said at the beginning, you managed to push past your limits, which is a good start. You can be proud of that, and sleep well knowing that you...
Skirk is amazing. She faced down that terrifying giant and...
She got hurt though, didn't she?
Yeah, well, that's a given. But the moment she was on the mend, I heard Master suffered a grave injury once too. Lost an arm and a leg and still came back strong.
Incredible. I wonder if I'll ever...
Pathetic. You're not even trying. You're so much weaker than you think.
Skirk, have you become a positive light in this world?
Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire? How many bodies were left to rot on this?
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't deserve to...
I have so many questions. I just want to jump in a spaceship, explore the whole universe, and get answers from the stars.
Now, you must bid farewell to who you were in the past and become someone stronger.
Run! Skirk! Run! Only death awaits us here.
Let's see. Going around telling people you're from somewhere beyond the stars won't do, now will it? As the Conrian saying goes, venturing out into the universe and down into the abyss are the same.
Well, I'm a visitor on this planet, so I'll...
Ah, splendid. That saves me quite a bit of trouble. Let me... I know the pursuit of strength is important to you, but taking a moment... Ignore her existence for too long, and there will come a day...
You must be starving, right? Ta-da! Of course you are! That's why... Ah, well, if you're around someone long enough, it's bound to happen. Plus...
Here's an idea. Let's save the chit-chat until after...
Okay. It's Paimon's turn to sleep now. Wake her up when it's time...
I have good news. First, your training is complete. You have what it takes to wield immense power. Now it's just a... Second, I've located the culprit we've been searching for. When Ajax trained with me, he once told me he was bursting. You and I may never meet again, Traveler. So if there's anything you want to ask... Okay, not the angle I was expecting. I knew that was a possible side effect. Close, even with the dream mirroring. You should have seen nothing but... Whatever. Must have been a flaw in my execution. I shouldn't be too surprised. Due to some recent Since you've seen what you've seen, there's no reason to hide the truth. All I ask... No, I'm not from Teyvat. I'm from a different planet. No, we're different in that respect. You're in several hundred years ago, my master, Paralogism, but this is not my home. And one day, I'll to become stronger. For certain reasons, I need to bridge the power gap between me and my master as quickly as possible. But first, to do that, I need to follow in his footsteps. Walk the path he once walked. Okay. You have one question.
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there. But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing.
Well, your last... Ajax. His situation is different than yours. Before you ever crossed paths with me, so during your training, all I had to do was build upon that foundation. But Ajax was so young when he came to me. Children can't help but imitate their role models. Once Ajax has enough strength in his own right, I will allow us to meet again. Unlike you, I have no desire to establish a connection with the world. Wake up your companion. It's time to go. Oh, and everything I just told you.
Time to go. Oh, finally. Where are we headed? Let's ride! Wait, this is...
Yes. If we enter from here, we'll be able to reach that place from your... You have some experience with abyssal domains by now, but still.
Don't worry, Paimon's an expert at hiding behind other people for safety. Oh, but, that means you need to stay safe, traveler.
All right. Remember your training.
Another star goes out!
Go! Bombs away! Water!
Whoa! Look at all these spikes! Careful! Don't get hit! You know what? Paimon's just gonna float behind you. Come on, you got this!
Yeah! Go!
Hey, what are you two doing? Dusty, like an abandoned house. Let's press on.
Go! Wipe out!
Looks like this is a dead end. Did we make it to his hiding place? Ugh! This fog is making it impossible to see anything!
This should be the place where you were attacked, Traveler. The missing part of your soul should be nearby. Our opponent must have covered his track.
Hold on! Look! The spikes are back!
Stay calm. Let's hold back a little. Give our enemy some wiggle room so we can see what our enemy took part of your soul for a reason. It's likely he integrated it. From the start, the attacks have been focused on me. Trying to break through my defenses? I see. There. I got it back.
Traveler! Skirk! What happened? It looked like Skirk just got...
In the Guili Plains, you asked me why this ended. Now, the answer is clear. It's not just the fact that your strength is impressive, whatever that actually means. The fact is, that ability allowed him to do something that should have been, namely, break through my defenses and steal my power. No, he couldn't have known I'd come to his domain. He only stole your soul. Call it fate, if you want. I believe that's the term they use. In any case, it works to our advantage. Once I realized what he was using that power for, I'll cope. Well, done gorging? Good. How did you get the power of the all-devouring...
The all-devouring narwhal? Oh, of course!
I highly doubt you acquired that power through your own... You're desperate enough to scour the land for god remains and whatever vestiges of power you can find. That alone proves you wouldn't be able to... Which leaves one possibility. You know my master, the Foul.
The Foul? Dares call him foul!
What's wrong? Bit off more power than you can chew? You're struggling.
Just a little.
Look, it's back!
Those obsessed with power will let it devour them before abandoning their pursuit. Keep calm and use reason to decide the best course of action. Wise decision. Final victory doesn't always come after you've got your soul fragment back, so we both got what we came for. Get us out of here, Traveler. You'll need to lead the way.
Skirk, is your shoulder gonna be okay?
The wound is minor. It'll heal in no time. You should focus on getting out of here alive instead.
Uh-oh! Falling spikes! has something to do with the all-devouring narwhal. Did you know that all along, Skirk?
I had my suspicions. That's why I decided to investigate in the first place. But suspicion... I no longer sense his presence. Weaklings like him will find that my power is not so easily controlled. He won't be... You seem surprised. I suppose that's fair. You've seen but a fraction of what that whale is capable of. That gape... It's called the all-devouring narwhal for a reason. Devouring is what it does best. It can
Yeah. When we had our run-in with that thing, never let me...
Your dragon friend recognized the nature of its abilities and used the power of Hydro to protect you. That worked, but it's a different story when it has no more power to feed off of. That's when its true, voracious nature kicks in. But I hadn't counted on there being anyone left on this planet capable of wielding its power. To me, exactly. It told me everything I needed to know. And I believe that brings our transaction to an end. Now that you're whole again, you can get back to your own journey.
No way! We can't leave now! Something was stolen from you because of—
This isn't my first taste of failure or losing power.
But what if that monster finds you before you're up plus? How are you gonna get home? It's not like you can just go, so, sticking with us for the time being doesn't sound so bad, does it?
Fair enough. Then take this. A bag of Mora. Nothing in this world is free. I know. I'll leave the planning to you. Hurry up and decide where to go.
We should take Skirk somewhere she can rest. But where? This bag from Skirk has a ton of... Does she have a job or something? Wait, no. After what we saw at Wamin Restaurant, that seems impossible. Can you imagine? I'll be collecting my paycheck now, boss. Oh, sure thing. Wait. Can't hold a job if you make everyone forget about you. So, what did she do to get all this Mora?
Claimed some buried treasure, took care of a few monsters that were...
You heard all that?
A sonorous voice like yours is hard to miss.
Then, did you by chance happen to hear Paimon's little...
You mean when you called me Frosty the Lavender Melon?
No, sorry. Paimon totally misspoke just now. She didn't say that at all. It was... okay, fine. The truth is, Paimon didn't like you all that much at the start, but...
I noticed there was only one bed. Go ahead and get...
Wait, what about you?
I don't get tired, and I don't need rest. I'm going to practice my sword work. That should help me regain some strength.
But your shoulder... Hey, don't just leave! Whatever. Let her tire herself out. Let's get some sleep, Traveler. That comfy bed is cold.
Quiet.
Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire? How many bodies were left to rot on the scorched earth?
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't
Run!
Skirk, run! Only to...
Getting an early night's sleep is the best. Wait, Skirk? Have you been sitting out here the...
About 60%. Maybe.
Whoa! Paimon thought it would take at least a couple of...
No. Not fast enough. That's 20% less than last time. Same training regimen, same intent. No. I think I need to meditate for the next 2 days. Deep interest...
Ooh, sounds intense.
Thanks. See you in 2 days.
Skirk is still meditating, huh? It's been 2 days. Paimon can't think of anything we can do to help. Be right back.
That's right. This is Skirk's inner world. This isn't your first time here, but what you remember is probably a space. Actually, it's my first. I only managed to break free and bring you here because the injury weakened her power. Call it fate if you want. I think that's the word. Now, before I take you to her, I gotta ask. You're the first. Oh, you noticed. This river represents Skirk's strength. Strength accumulates over time. It is the summation of a person's... But, as you can see, this river has been severed, and all she sees reflected in the river is a disgraceful shadow of who she was. She cut...
You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion.
This isn't my first taste of failure or losing power. When you fall...
The answer to one mystery invites another question, I see. Let's follow the river upstream. There among the cliffs, among the memories etched into her. I've always thought that, even when falling like meteors, you both made a journey through the stars. Both travelers who have landed on a planet that is not your home. Yet, when she first noticed... Seems like you've answered your own question. Skirk sees herself as a trespasser in this world. Let's keep going.
now have what it takes to wield immense... No one can become a worthy warrior through imitation alone.
You wish me to travel the world beyond on my own,
Indeed. Make new friends. We will still have contact through the Abyss. But know this.
Why?
I have told you before. Fear is... You have tasted loss. But as living beings, we all have an instinct to detach from that which harms us. Yet now, I have bestowed upon you the gift of fear eternal. Whatever the cost.
That is what Skirk's master, of course, as a higher being, he could appear as a beast, a human, or even a monster that defied.
For certain reasons, I need to bridge the power gap between me and my master as quickly as possible. To do that, I need to follow in his footsteps. Walk the path he once walked.
I'll let you in on a little secret. The scope of his power is impossible to understand until you... Shall we keep going? We've made it quite a ways already. This is Skirk.
I have set your broken wrist. No tears this time. Good.
Can I ask a question, Master? I keep thinking, maybe it would be better if I had died.
I saved you because I have It has been too long since I fought a battle that demanded my full strength, and I hunger for it. So, I will teach you everything I know.
But I don't want to draw my sword against...
What you want matters little. Among the boundless sea of stars, the cries of the weak...
Yes, Master.
From that day forward, all she knew was after some time, her talent bloomed. It was not that human emotion disappeared from her heart, but that reason came to... We're nearly there. I almost don't want to reach the end. Well... These are Skirks. What a simple and carefree time it was. Wisps of clouds dotted the sky. The sun bathed. This is Skirk's homeland. She was so curious about everything as a child. There was so much to discover. The treasures at the bottom of the sea. It was a spaceship. When it arrived, the people that disembarked wore smiles on their faces. Skirk's parents, her relatives, her neighbors. Everyone welcomed the newcomers with open arms. No one had any idea of what was to come. Several months later, Skirk had skipped school that day, like so many times before. So countless people cried out to her for help. People she knew and loved. Friends, their lives were discarded like worthless trash as the fire consumed one life after. If Sertology hadn't been there in that moment, the fire would have claimed her life too. Because she and her people were seen as a threat. As the initial merchant ship explored the planet, they discovered that it hadn't always had the condition. Further research revealed that, over time, the people of this planet had for that reason, the outsiders viewed them as a potential. Senseless, isn't it? Deemed a threat because of a gift they didn't even know they had. Perhaps if those with power get to decide good and evil, then all you can trust in is the... No one wants to relive their most painful moments. Skirk is waiting over there. Let's go to her. It's time to fulfill my purpose.
So all this, just...
I have things to say to you. I want someone to witness our reconciliation, even if it takes an art. Her suppressed emotional self. The version of herself, all those rejected impulses. Those discarded aspects of your past. So I am who you used to be. Someone you have...
You're wrong. I've faced you all along. And that's exactly why I keep... Your existence makes me weak. Moments of joy and longing, or don't forget, it was a penchant for goodness over reason that doomed our homeland in the first place.
Even so, learning from the mistakes of the past doesn't strip yourself of your so-called weaknesses. Emotions like kindness and empathy.
The difference is that I'm doing what is right, what is necessary. I allow you to exist, but with limited freedom. I've shouldered everything you couldn't carry. I rose above the numbness and emptiness.
That is the problem. I want to, on the grand scale of the entire universe. Maybe our feelings are vanishingly small, but why should that mean they... Think back to those nights of gazing at the stars. Those afternoons of exploring the unknown. Think back, and...
That isn't what we need.
It's exactly what we need. Aren't you curious about why recovering your strength has taken longer than normal this time?
Finally, you get to the important part. That is the only answer I came here to find.
Then look around. Look at your inner world. You cast aside your dreams and curiosity. And in doing so, you lost. Now, the only things driving you forward are fear and survivor's guilt.
And you think that means I should seek help from a weak little thing like you?
Thank you for saying that. I knew bringing you here would be... To be honest, I'm not here to argue with you. This isn't about who's right or wrong. And in fact, but what is right at one point in time isn't always right forever. I know you will never... And I know that among the voices that haunt you, mine... All those unfulfilled hopes are like knives to the heart. And I don't want you to hurt anymore.
I keep thinking, maybe it would be better if I had died.
Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death in the face.
I'm sick of being a kid. There's so...
I remember. There was a song Mom and Dad always... Dancing water. The sand along your path is begging for your song, and I am not the dancing water. And you are not the burdensome sin.
Thank you.
I should be thanking you.
Run, Skirk, run! Remember, leave no one alive!
Heed my words, Skirk. Let fear take root in your soul.
Did you survive? Why was it only you?
Skirk, did you become a positive light in this world?
Hey, this doesn't have to be the end. Life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
So, you saw my memory. I once asked my master if survival of the he said no. But in a world without order, that's why, after hearing his answer, an idea that, one day, I would create a new world order. One in which, but that means I must defeat him. Yes. And not just because of the gap in our ability. Although his decision to train me was not made out of kindness, he did everything a master should. He saved my... I know. And it's not something I want. But he's no longer into that. But he sends me messages through the abyss every time I hear from him. My heart skips a beat. And I wonder, maybe that means I do live in eternal fear. Just like he said. Yes, I respect him. I don't know what Master has planned. But I have to be ready. Help me?
Oh, you're fine! Honestly. Paimon was gone for like 2 seconds and then she comes back and finds you're both okay, right?
What does it look like? Only water from the source can cleanse the rot and filth that... I taught you to incorporate the experiences from your journey into how you fight.
Okay. So, Paimon feels like she's... But, whatever. Paimon brought back tons of the...
All right. It's about time we finished.
We're gonna deal with this thief for good, right?
This time, I'm not going to tell you to hold back. But having digested... The good news is, we have no reason to pull our punches this...
transform the all-devouring Really? So, you're telling Paimon that...
It's a subconscious instinct. Any intelligent being who longs for his level of strength is bound to mimic his to them. He represents ultimate power. We know the person before us has encountered...
Okay. Oh, Nervalette isn't here this time, so it's up to us. He won't have the nerve...
Go! Bombs away! Water jet!
Haven't forgotten your training, I hope. Extinguish!
Water jet! Water jet!
The sky shall be his crown.
Water jet! Go!
Send death. What more?
Wipe out!
Start! Mine to wield.
Beyond this
Water jet!
world.
Water jet! Water jet!
Extinguish! Mine to wield. Haven't had enough of my power. Well then, let's see how much more of this power you can handle. Well, have you come to your...
You saw that my body was at its limit. Such power.
Skirk. Certalog...
How long has it been?
Hundreds of years.
Hundreds? Sorry. It's a lot to take in. This is the first time I've heard your name, Skirk.
Hundreds of years ago?
Sounds like you and Master have quite the history.
Of course. Might as well. Take it. I was born into a noble family in Conria. I trained the sword harder than anyone else, defeated all of my peers. Over time, my heart hardened. We were similar in age, but different in background. He was born in prison, yet he always wore a smile. I still remember what he said to me when we first met.
That does sound like something he would say.
He was the first to acknowledge that I was worth something. When I was 10, he stole forbidden research materials and managed to cure my illness. But somewhere along the way, after his grand endeavor was successful,
this planet no longer holds anything of interest to me, so I'm leaving. But your death was once what we worked so hard to prevent.
I'll pass. Immortality doesn't sound so bad to me. Since I can't die, it means I have an infinite...
Are you sure? I cannot say when I will return.
All I can do is try.
Wise indeed. Nevertheless, if you grow weary of the pain of your...
Disciple?
Nor I. But Vedifenir said I was destined to fight. You know as well as I, Vedifenir...
Well, now I'm...
All Vedifenir said was that one day, this...
Sounds pretty...
Of course. Only the most outstanding people.
Still self-assured as ever,
I'll be leaving then. Oh, and if you were serious about getting stronger, I left you a little gift.
Waiting for me in the primordial sea was the all-devouring narwhal. Already...
Your heart? That sounds like torture!
Because, of course,
So, you used the curse, even with that whale's ability. Devouring power like that, but that is not the path to strength. You have to pour your heart into it.
You're right. I should have known better, but... I miss your master. I miss the days when we were all together, troublemakers.
After the beating we just gave you?
You're an Sertologi's disciple. That's a lot. I know what he's like. He rules with an iron fist, using despair and fear to we're like mountain climbers in the dark. Never...
True. But I made up my mind long ago. Besides, after hearing your story, I suspect what Master really wants.
Oh?
Since you're his friend, you must have some things in common. First time we came here, when you stabbed me through the fog and stole my power. But when you had to devote all your strength fighting me just now, it was the joy of a researcher discovering the truth of the world. The joy...
Interesting. I'm certain I didn't express those You're right. That battle brought me in
Exactly. I think Master also craved one where his opponent forces him to use all his strength. Unlock the... After which, all can come to an end. For that very reason, good and evil are meaningless to him.
Perhaps you're right. What a battle that would be.
Are you okay?
Too many different kinds of power are surging through my body. I won't be able to hold on to my sanity for much longer. Sertologi once offered to free me from this curse. Now...
I can, but not through death, if that's what you... It's not a suitable punishment for your crime. As an alternative, I can take your consciousness, along with all the impurities will dissipate, and under the curse of immortality, your mind and body will regenerate. But it will be a time-consuming and painful process.
I accept. I have faith that you'll be able to stand if we are climbers in the dark. At least.
I will reach the top of this mountain, no matter what it... And you, Skofnunger, will be my witness.
that's finally over. Let's get out of here. Huh. At least we don't have to make a mad dash for the exit like last time. We did it! Ah, it's on. Once again, we've proved there's nothing we can't. Wow, you sound even more confident than you. Today sure went by fast. It's night already. Oh wait, that reminds.
Yes. The power Skafnungur stole has been returned.
Great! Huh, it's crazy that you even noticed their light was gone. There are so many.
I suppose it's because I have gazed upon the false stars hanging in the meticulous. It's not real. And yet, it is for even the most beautiful of bubbles has to burst. Time marches ever forward. Even the innocent and naive will taste life's bitterness. Though we gaze upon a false sky, its vastness and majesty is palpable.
Ugh, this is all going over Paimon's head. Ever since we met, he has filled Paimon's days with happiness. If it's too big a job for one person, then we'll do it with two. We've met so many amazing friends and accomplished so many amazing.
I suppose when it comes to you, anything is possible. Well, I should be going. Now that my power is no longer isolated from my emotion, I suppose fate will decide. Maybe we'll bump in. Regardless, reunions and partings are but passing moments. Or one without war, pain, or forced partings. For this, we must all work. Goodbye, traveler. Remember your.
Bye! Is it just Paimon, or is she being nicer than. Hey! What do you think about camping here tonight? There's nothing quite like sleeping under the stars. Come tomorrow, we can continue our journey. Oh, and since.